Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As you may tell from the title video, I'm literally going to be printing onto this board again. Compared to the last print, it did look really well, but as you may have noticed, some of the bits of paper had been not torn off, but reluctant to stay on the perspex, shall we say. So in that mind, that's obviously going to start to change the composition. So this is a chance for me to change the composition even more by putting back the little bits. They will have much more ink on them as well because obviously they've been printed on. So this is going to go, I feel like, straight here. Already you can tell there are parts that have less ink and more of the papers from previous prints that are still stuck to the board are on. So trying to get another print out of this isn't going to be necessarily difficult, it's just going to be a lot more transparent compared to the very first print. So I'm aiming for about 4 reprints of this, so this is the third one, part 3, as you may have guessed as well. I'm really interested in seeing how this goes, because obviously if we can get 3 variations of the same print but kind of slightly different details and paper collages, that would be quite an interesting thing to look at and review, just because it's something different. Quickly put some of the pieces on the board. In terms of the bits that are already still here, I'm keeping them on. I'm not taking anything off, I'm just kind of adding stuff onto the board. It is definitely at this point as well, you kind of don't know how it's going to turn out because of, well, you don't know if bits of paper are going to print, you don't know if the ink that is left onto this perspex is actually going to print itself, because it might be so fine it might turn out like dotty, very dotty like. It was also a little bit hard to try and gauge the composition when it's all mostly black and not the fine dark black that with a fresh print that you will get. It does not mean it won't be interesting, it will definitely be a very interesting experience. Just going to break up this area a little bit more. I think we should be ready to go. Once again, I'm using wet paper so I can get the most ink out of the situation. It's definitely printed. Awesome. You may see that there are little bits of paper still attached to this board. I'm not quite sure if I want to remove them actually. Well, underneath it's pretty much just white. Actually, I think I might take this off. Probably might ruin it, but you know what? I'll probably never see the under parts of this otherwise. Okay, awesome. This is definitely a lot less pigmented than the first one, but again, one is definitely just as interesting. It's very not degraded, very grainy, but you can still get these marvellous marks, and having less black but more greenish, but also these kind of sharper areas of paper is definitely making this more interesting to look at, but in terms of contrast it isn't as interesting. But again, as I said before, it is more interesting because it's a lot more in detail, especially with these bits here. Really quite delicate. This is a lot more delicate than the first couple, but as you can tell, you can still pretty much get ink off of the third print, so I'm definitely going to try this again and get the 4th and final print off of this. I'm going to try and make sure that all the ink comes off, and I'm going to make sure that we can get still a successful print even after 4 prints worth. So that in mind, Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below any suggestions you have, or if you like this print, which one do you like so far the most and which one do you like the least. And also subscribe if you're not already subscribed to be notified when I actually make the 4th video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!